John, we're on.
Hello, this is the 10 o'clock news from the EV Café, brought to you this week by EV Civil Solutions, EV infrastructure groundworks with reduced carbon. We are either at or en route to the Goodwood Festival of Speed as guests of the AA to champion electric vehicles in the Electric Avenue. And today I'm joined by Paul. And you're not coming to the Festival of Speed, mate, are you? What are you up to?
I'm here in Millbrook with Iveco to launch their new e-daily. It's a fantastic product, answering a lot of questions in the marketplace. And I'm not just paid to say that.
And Sarah, you are coming with Sam to the Festival of Speed.
Too right, is it?
Yeah, so we've got a stage there. So if you're coming to the Festival of Speed today, do come and find Electric Avenue. We're on at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and frankly, they saved the very best till last. So there we are. Grab a cuppa, plug in for the latest in clean transport and sustainability news, because today we'll be talking about the new charge point regulations warmly received from government. Plug Me In and Mina creating one fleet. The BVRLA support councils to create great charging provision. Public charging prices have fallen, and a really radical piece that negativity from mainstream media is being challenged with facts. But before that, let's say hello to a few people. Who we got? Now then, we've got Michael Barton. Good morning, Michael. Mark Elliott, Dan Martin, Pam Hanlon, Pam from Power, love you lots, and Laura from Power as well. Good grief.
Varan Power Fest.
Always good to see Varan. Claire Leclerc was with Claire yesterday. Soon to be with Swarco. Interesting. Neil Mumford, Evelyn Torres from Europe Car. Boom, 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 boom. You are the Queen of Green. David Bushnell. And of course, our very own Paul Kirby is still chipping away there in the chat. So let's crack on. The government has published new regulations for public charge points, including a reliability standard of 99% for rapid chargers. The new rules outlined in the Public Charge Point Regulations 2023 aim to improve the charging experience for electric vehicle drivers. Better reliability, clearer pricing, easier payments, and open data, which could transform the mapping and ease of planning journeys, are all prioritised. All chargers over 8 kilowatts, not slow chargers and lamppost chargers, will have to have contactless payments within the year. In terms of data, the government says that all public chargers will have to provide real-time information on their status for free, which will benefit mapping tools. And CPOs, charge point operators, will also be required to be transparent about their pricing, have roaming deals with third parties within 2 years, and ensure that all chargers have 24/7 helplines. Crucial to building public confidence will be the reliability of the charging network, with the new rules mandating a 99% reliability rate over a CPO's network. Edmund King, AA president, good friend of ours and who we were with yesterday and today, also welcomed the new regulations. He said a 99% reliability requirement and live charge point information will help show drivers in real time the benefits of driving electric. This comes on the back of a lot of work we've been doing around myth busting and making sure that people know the facts, that we don't just keep on propagating the same old nonsense, Paul. This is great news, isn't it, that we've got these standards coming in?
Absolutely, because then we've got a clear measure that people either meet or they don't meet. None of this faffing around with objective opinions and green marketing and all of that kind of malarkey. We'll know, did they hit it or did they not? That's good news.
And Sarah, I guess there's a cost implication for charge point operators in having to put in contactless charging.
Yeah, although a lot of them are embedding now, the future is going to be that those readers are embedded during the manufacturing process. So I'm not so worried about that. What bothers me slightly is the whole thing set out to remove those.
And Sam's driving means that we've lost Sarah for a short while. Let's move on. Mina has launched a new subscription service which combines the use of domestic charge points, home charging payments, and access to a public charging network into a monthly fee for businesses with electric vehicle drivers. Called Mina One Fleet, the all-in-one subscription package also allows businesses to spread. Sam, do you want to be quiet, love? Thanks, mate. Also allows businesses to spread EV infrastructure investment over time rather than having to commit to a major initial capital outlay. One Fleet, says Mina, aims to streamline the often complex decision-making processes needed for EV rollout, thanks in part to a partnership with Plug Me In. Ray! We love a bit of Plug Me In. Andrew Stead, Commercial Director at Plug Me In, said, "We are confident that OneFleet will ease the transition to electric for businesses. Through OneFleet, Plug Me In will supply and install the Indra Smart Pro Charger." Love a bit of Indra too. I'm having one of those put in my home very shortly. And they will also provide servicing backup through the life of the charger, including the in-service charging guarantee, which gives free public charging up to 100 kilowatt hours if servicing work is delayed longer than 2 days. That's great news. I love that story. What about you, Paul?
Hey, listen, if there's a focus on managing downtime, that's really critical for me. Forget all that other fluff. That's all good, right? But these are things that the market should have been doing. But actually getting to the nub of keeping these things online, keeping them working, delivering the power when it's needed, ensuring productivity at every level for all users. Good news.
Thanks, mate. Now then, Ben Smith's joined us. So has Nick
Yes.
Ansell. Joel Teague, greetings from Co-Charger. Ashley Bannister, thank you kindly. Ben McDonald, Jacob Hunt. Oh, they're all in this morning. Now then, let's talk about local authorities. Local authorities being urged to support the rollout of fleet-friendly, I knew I'd get that wrong, electric vehicle charging infrastructure. The BVRLA has launched a campaign to support councils to develop EV charging infrastructure with a pool of resources and guidance. So it's worth checking this out at the BVRLA website. At the same time, the Trade Association is urging them to sign a fleet-friendly EV charging pledge to demonstrate their long-term commitment to cleaner transport. By signing the pledge, it aims to ensure that councils will consider fleet operators and drivers in charging infrastructure and strategies, engage with the fleet sector to understand their EV charging requirements, and provide fleet-focused EV charging information and guidance. This is fabulous news because we have long been calling for better provision for fleets and giving them more information upon which to plan. Sarah, you're very close to local authority activity. This is good news, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of all the F's. Fantastic, fleet forward, fun for everyone. I don't know. We're just planning the EV World Congress for next year, and local authorities get their own sort of separate section there to kind of allow them to be not bothered by the private sector trying to sell to them. But this year we've decided that maybe that might not be the best thing because they're really looking to the private sector for inspiration and forward progress, all the F's again. So that excites me. I'm seeing changes happening much faster.
We heard a phrase yesterday which was to aggressively collaborate. And Paul, I can see you frothing, but aggressively collaborating. Despite all the commercial tensions and local authorities, it's really important to get the very best deal. Sorry, Paul. Go.
No, I think that's a perfect segue. Actually, the aggressive collaboration. Really being on the front foot. One of the things that the BVRLA call out for or pledge for local authorities is to make themselves accessible, give an appointed person within each local authority to be able to field the questions from fleet and to properly engage, because they're going to maximise their utilisation of local charging by knowing where fleets are going to be. So it was great. I was actually fortunate to be a part of that and to have the voice of vans in the mix, of course, but it's very much focused on the local authority knowing exactly where vehicles will dwell. So it's really helpful.
Now then, we've got a story coming up which I'd like some input from the audience if you can, because there's a new AA report that says that the cost of peak and off-peak public charging has fallen dramatically. Can't say I've seen it, so pay attention. If you have seen this and you're seeing charging costs dropping dramatically, whack it in the chat because we would love to know. There was a 19% drop in peak rate costs for fast and rapid charging, coupled with a 15% fall off in off-peak rates compared to May 2023. Off-peak ultra-rapid costs have fallen by 7 pence per kilowatt hour. The AA says that the price drop shows that charge point providers have overcome the issues experienced last month when some operators could no longer carry the increased charges following the ending of the energy bill relief scheme. With energy prices expected to fall further this year, the AA believes that this could just be the beginning to cheaper running costs for EV drivers. Yay! Edmund King, that man again, says this is exactly the spark. Did you get that? The spark EV ownership needs after the electricity cost crisis. A 19 pence per kilowatt hour fall in a month for both fast and rapid peak time charging shows that how quickly charge point operators can adjust their pricing and give EV drivers the benefit of cheaper energy. Are others seeing that? I'm not sure I am. If you are, see it in the comments. But I'm going to pick this up with Edmund later today to try and get inside this story because, frankly, prices haven't moved where I've been. Paul, looks the same
Well,
for you.
it's that thing, isn't it? You know, we always say it, don't we? When fuel stations don't bring their prices down, when the price of oil goes down. I'm sure the two are sort of influenced by one another, but not necessarily directly linked. So there may be a delay in that sort of element coming on. But you would like to think that we'd see the benefit very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Saying a massive hello to James Dewhurst. He's still in Ireland after the EV rally. Lucky man, because Ireland was utterly stunning. And Sarah,
Beautiful.
if you can, we were all lucky enough to be on the EV rally last week. It's pretty fab, wasn't it?
Sarah's gone, but
And
yes,
Sarah
it
drops
was.
off.
Oh no, she's
Yeah,
back.
thanks.
It
Perfect
was
timing.
fab.
Commentator's curse. Right, anyway, let's crack on. Final story. Leading figures from the clean transport and energy sectors have hit back at recent anti-electric vehicle stories in the national media and warned that negativity is threatening consumer confidence in EVs, car industry investment and sector jobs. Faircharge, along with representatives from Podpoint, Tusker, Octopus Electric Vehicles, Osprey Charging Network, Transport and Environment, The Fully Charged Show, Ali, and Electrifying.com, say that the articles in pockets of mainstream media need to be met with more balance and facts, whilst recognising that actual challenges need to be addressed and not ignored. We've all got a role to play in pushing back against greenwashing and inaccurate reporting. Let's flood the media with positive and factual-based responses, social media posts, and chat as we go about our lives, talking to people, showing them electric vehicles, because only by experiencing it and through our experience and knowledge will we truly get through and topple the Daily Mail. Paul, you're a good chatter. Agree?
I absolutely agree. Look, at the end of the day, the amount of misinformation, let's call it that, that is out in the marketplace that people have just assumed is a correct because somebody said it down the pub or on Facebook, etc., or worse still, on the Daily Mail. What was interesting is I was listening to a report in Ireland that had Paddy Common on, the guy for the president, or their AA version of Edmund, and
Yeah.
the press was so much gentler and so much more positive. You know, they weren't combative. So I think it's our press, for whatever reason. Just lay it down, guys. Embrace the change.
Yeah, I think our media have a lot to answer for. And we've seen that in other stories this week where they're a bit rabid. And frankly, they need to get some facts and get them straight before they start to crucify people and things. Yes, thank you both. Paul, Sarah, I know Sam's there. Thank you all for joining. And for all the people that have tuned in this morning, Leah, Wright, Tiramakia, David Bushnell, you're all so welcome. Thank you so much for the support you've given us over the last few weeks and months, because without you, we'd just be five idiots talking in rooms to ourselves. So thank you. We really love you and really appreciate all you do. This has been an EV Cafe production. If you have any clean transport PR or news stories you'd like us to cover, please send them to us at hello@evcafe.org. We do press releases and all that stuff. Send them. Until next Friday, it's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from them. This has been an EV Cafe production, brought to you this week by EV Civils, working to be the net zero heroes of EV installation. See what I did there? That's good, isn't it? Net zero heroes. Thank you kindly. Other sustainability news services are available, but this is just
Banner!
The EV Cafe is truly blessed to be partnered with Geotab, EV Civil Solutions, the AA, Churchill Insurance, Plug Me In, Sperry, Hydrock, Interval, Karcher UK or Kayasha, and McIntyre Hudson. We are the EV Cafe, supporting the transition to clean transport. Until next week, bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Now I've got to go back to my day job.